Welcome back everyone to the 8th installment of the Kebos Ironman series. After achieving 2 huge upgrades in the last video, being the Rune Scimitar and the Magic Shortbow, I'm hoping to ride on that momentum and make even more major strides of progress in this one. After spending over a month working towards getting 80 fletching, I was kinda hoping to have a little bit of a, let's say, grace period from intense grinding, but that's not really in the nature of a Snowflake Ironman, so it looks like I'll be beginning another substantially long grind this episode, 75 Hunter. I'll need this level to barehand catch magpie implings, which happen to drop a ton of beneficial gear from my account. Currently, every time I have to pass up on a magpie while camping impling spawns is a huge loss, so knocking this level out ASAP will be extremely useful to get out of the way. Before going off and doing that though, I'm going to continue hunting some implings by hanging out at the farming guild. I ended off last episode by doing that, so no point really leaving. Gonna need to get some more bowstrings anyway, and also see what other kind of loot I can get along the way as well. And I also said in the introduction that I was kind of hoping to have a little bit of break from like a long monotonous grind, and I think the way I'm going to do that is by dipping into some range training. As you probably know, I still only have one range, so I'm going to try knocking out 50 this week, and then after that, the hunter grind will officially commence. So yeah, just sort of think of this as somewhat of a sub-goal. Instead of doing 2 back-to-back really extremely long grinds that both will take probably about a month to complete, I'm gonna mix it up by training some range, which will be kind of an enjoyable activity. I haven't done the early range grind in quite a long time, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to experience it once again. So by the end of the last episode, I achieved my first ever bowstring, which I immediately attached to make my magic shortbow. So the plan now is to get another few bowstrings so that I can make the lower tier bows needed to train my range up to 50 so that I can actually use this thing. Along the way, I'm also hoping to get another couple of range upgrades in the sense of getting a pair of leather chaps, which is a rare drop from young implings, as well as a hard leather body, which is a rare drop from baby implings. So if all goes according to plan, I'll hopefully have both those range upgrades by the time I get the 4 to 5 extra bowstrings that I need. Another bowstring, please. Oh my gosh, dude, I am getting lucky with these bowstrings. That is a good start to the impling hunting session. Wow. And would you look at that, another dragon impling has been spotted not too long after finding the first one, so that's pretty encouraging for the future. What? Oh my gosh, my luck is so good when it comes to getting bowstrings. That's 3 now. I think I've only caught like, I don't know, it feels like less than 20, and I've gotten 3 bowstrings like during this session. That seems pretty good considering that there's like so many things on their drop table that you can get. So yeah, to get 3 within a small amount of implings is pretty good. So I was actually a little bit mistaken. If you look at the total number of implings I've caught, it's only 22 young ones, which means that this session I've probably only caught like 8 to 12. So to get 3 bowstrings and that amount of implings is pretty darn lucky. I also found it kind of interesting how I've caught 38 gourmets, and that's like the 3rd tier impling. It's kind of surprising that that's so much more than the 1st and 2nd tier. I'm not really sure why that is. You know, while I wait for these implings to spawn, I suppose I may as well get some fire making in. I'm trying to get my total level up to about 1,000 slowly but surely, so this is a very good way to do so. Fire making's still kind of low, so may as well get it up a little bit. Wow, that's another one. Are you serious? This is just getting ridiculous. I never thought I'd be this lucky when it comes to getting bowstrings. This is quite good. Was that like back to back? I don't even know if I've caught another one. When did I catch the 3rd one? Yeah, maybe like 2 or 3 ago, but that's still pretty crazy. 4 bowstrings now. I'm just too lucky when it comes to bowstrings. I mean, there's like 20 things on its drop table. How do I keep getting bowstrings? I genuinely don't understand. What a terrible feeling. This is exactly what I mean. Here's a prime example of why I need to get 75 hunters so quickly. These things are just chilling here, just tormenting me, unable to be caught. It's so frustrating, but within a couple of episodes, my hope is to have the 75 hunter requirement in order to catch them, and the plan will be to knock out at least half of that goal by the end of this video. Are you serious? Wow. I was literally just loitering here, doing absolutely nothing. I was only logged in for the chance of receiving a genie or dunce. And within like less than 2 minutes, one pops up. That's crazy, man. Like, I'm editing the video right now. I just decided to record the intro, and now I'm editing it, and I figured I may as well just like loiter around with a chance of getting like an imp or something, and then within 2 minutes, that's crazy. Not gonna get me a lovelore or anything, but still a very welcome sight. That's going to be an additional, I didn't even see it, oh, 270 farming XP, not bad. Would you look at that, the red spiky vambraces coming in clutch from an eclectic impling. That's going to be a very substantial bonus to the range setup. Unfortunately, they require 60 range to equip, so it's gonna be a while till I can actually use them, but super happy to have gotten these out of the way. That means the only thing I have left from eclectics would be the blue d'hide chaps. Oh, whoa, another bowstring. Golly, the luck continues with the bowstrings. I'm up to like 5 or 6 now. I think I have enough. I might continue camping here to see if I can get lucky and get the hard leather body and leather chaps, though. I'd like to get at least one of those. Was not expecting to complete all the bowstrings so quickly. I was kind of thinking it would be in reverse, where I get like a bunch of duplicates of like leather chaps and stuff before I had enough bowstrings, but yeah, I'm pretty lucky when it comes to getting these. I think that's been clarified by now. Oh, this is a great world. 3 implings all in the same spot. Don't fly over the water. No, 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 no. What did I get? Oh, just a hammer. What about this one? Stop giving me hammers and knives and chisels, please. Okay, I didn't say needles, so I guess I can't complain. Every so often while I'm camping next to the farming guild, these level 2 imps will spawn, and usually what I do is I equip my adamant axe and give them a couple whacks for some additional attack XP, but it's come to my attention that I could actually start training my range level here. So I went ahead and made myself a regular short bow. My original plan was to get 10 or 20 range levels using something like iron knives to save on bowstrings, but as you already saw, I got quite lucky with those, so just went ahead and made myself the regular short bow anyway. So yeah, whenever these things spawn, while I'm waiting for the other imps to arrive, I suppose I'll just shoot them a couple times and get some range XP. The only downside to doing this, of course, would be the fact that whoa, hey, look at that fella. I might have to grab that on my main. As I was saying before, getting distracted like that, the only downside to the imps is that they sometimes have that tendency of teleporting, and sometimes they even teleport inside the farming guild, where I obviously can't go, but I'm not really too concerned over the loot. As long as I can just tag them from a distance every so often and gradually get some range XP, that's all that really matters. Another bowstring! Alright, at this point I don't really need them anymore, so it's kind of bad if I get them. I mean, I guess it's just free fletching XP at this point, but yeah, I really need those chaps. I don't need any more bowstrings. Oh goodness me, look at what I have just got myself. Medium clue coming in from an eclectic, and I can do the first step. Now, this doesn't really mean much, because statistically there's probably like a 0.01% chance that I'll be able to do this, but it's the first step I've ever gotten in my region, so I don't know, I think it's kind of cool. There we go, just dumped all of my loot into the bank, and while I'm down here, let's go ahead and have a look at what the next step is. I know I could have attempted to juggle it, but I'm not in a position to do that yet, so no point holding on to this. Let's just see what the next one is. Ah, unfortunate. There is the 3rd dragon impling ever spotted, and this time I have 83 hunter on my other account, so I can actually snag this one. I don't know how this is possible, but there is another dragon impling, so yeah, that's 2 more dragon imps for the main account, which is kind of awesome. What the heck is with these bowstrings? Oh my gosh, I mean, I was so ecstatic when I kept getting them early on, but now that I have like almost 10 of them, oh, I don't want any more. Stop giving me these. This is just crazy. A 3rd dragon impling. I've found 3 today. Come on, give me those chaps. No, don't go over there. A bowstring, of course. Why do I keep getting these, man? I mean, I was looking at the drop table a second ago, and of course the bowstrings are an uncommon drop, which I've known for a long time, but another couple of drops that are listed as uncommon are jangerberries, as well as a couple other things that I don't think I've gotten before. So I don't know what's up with that. Like a yew longbow, I don't think I've ever gotten that, and I'm pretty certain I haven't gotten jangerberries. So either my luck is just really, really bizarre, or the drop table might not be entirely accurate. I'm thinking that I'll just set myself an ultimatum of getting to at least 100 young and baby implings caught, and if I don't get either of the 2 items by then I'll just go ahead and give up and train range without them. So fingers crossed that I get at least 1. Oh, no way, I just got another pair of spiky vams. Aw, shoot, that's a shame. It could have been my blue d'hide chaps. Darn, that could have been them. Oh, I finally got a garden pie. Check it out. I've been waiting for one of these. This is what I'll need once I get to level 24 farming, and this will give me a +3 boost, which will get me up to 27, at which point I can farm Golpar within raids. So that's kind of cool to finally get my first one. I think I'll need at least a few of them. Very nice. Oak Shortbow unlocked. Could have actually made it 4 range levels ago, but for whatever reason, Oak only requires 5. I was thinking it was 10 because if you see in the skill tab here, they increase in increments of 10, except for Oak for whatever reason, so didn't know that, but that is a nice little upgrade to the range bonus, 8 to 14. Yes, let's go! Studded chaps! There they are, they have arrived. That wasn't too bad. I was getting a little bit worried that it wasn't worth my time waiting to get these, but I got them now, so that's all that really matters. Let's go ahead and train up some range levels. For real this time, not like just tagging imps every once in a while. Let's go hit up the rock crabs. I think I'll go train there first. Well, this place looks awfully familiar. Last time I was here, I got myself to about 60 attack and strength, and this time the goal will be 50 range. It's been a long time since I've done the early range grind, so don't really have much of a grasp for how much arrows I'll need. I do have some more steel ones in the bank, so hopefully that will get me to at least most of the way there, but there's a pretty good chance I might have to take a break and dip into some mining and smithing to make myself some more arrows. So I guess only time will tell. Let's see how long they last. Man, these levels are just flying up there. 20 range already. Can now equip my willow shortbow as well as my studded leather chaps that took like, it feels like 10 hours to get. Feels good. Look at the range setup. It's looking pretty killer. 30 range, which means it's time for the maple shortbow. Another nice upgrade. Another big range level right here, level 40, which means I can now upgrade to the yew shortbow. Not looking too bad in terms of the amount of arrows I have left. Over 700 iron as well as over 700 steel. So I should be able to get at least to the mid 40s. Just got myself another genie lamp, which means it is time for 19 farming. There we go. Anything unlocked? Terramin, not too bad. And with one of these last shots, that's going to be the last of the iron arrows. Hopefully I can get some more from maze random events in the future. If not, I'll just make some more. But it's now time to switch over to the steel arrows. I wonder how long this one arrow can last. Huh. This is a trooper right here. The nice thing about the steel arrows is they have a slightly better range strength, so that's pretty nice. And I'm also sitting at nearly 48 range, and I think these nearly 700 steel arrows are easily going to get me to 50 range, so that's kind of surprising. I didn't think that I'd have enough ammunition to get there, but looks like I will. There is 49 range, meaning 1 level off the range goal, and I should have enough arrows, about 500 left, and approximately 9,000 experience. And there we go, 50 range. It is now done. That didn't take nearly as long as I thought it would. Not only was it a very fast process, but I also had the added bonus of not having to take a break and grab myself more arrows. Surprisingly, all my arrows got me all the way to 50 range, so very nice. Can now equip the magic shortbow, and that is the first time I will ever be using a special attack. Let's see what it hits for the first try. Only a 1 and a 3, so kind of underwhelming, but still really exciting. That's also 100,000 range XP, which means technically that if I do this 129 more times, I'll have 99 range. That's just one way to think of it, but anyways, really happy to have gotten this out of the way. That's that small little goal done. Now, time to move to the big goal, 75 Hunter. Well, my friends, it is now time to resume the clicking simulator back here at the Mulch Island. I remember last time I was here, I felt a sense of relief almost after getting 60 Hunter and knowing that I wouldn't have to return here for a good long while, but unfortunately for me, it is now time to return, now time to start grinding again, and ultimately, it's not the worst activity in the world, but just clicking on these like little circles all day long does get kind of annoying, but ultimately, it will be necessary, and 75 Hunter will be worth it. I'll need around 900,000 experience to reach level 75, and at my current level I'm managing to pull around 18k XP per hour, and after putting these numbers into a calculator, it looks like the entire grind will take me about 50 hours to complete. My overall end goal for this video specifically is to knock out about half of this grind, which just so happens to put me about level 70. First level being back at the island, 61 Hunter. Whoa, hello there, hard clue bottle coming in. That's like the second clue bottle I've ever gotten. I think the first one I got was like a medium, and that was forever ago. So yeah, apparently these things are really, really rare. Is there a chance that I could possibly do it? Nah, but that's still pretty cool to finally see a clue. These things are just like, they're not just rare, like they're insanely rare. The cooking XP you get here certainly isn't the best per hour, but it slowly gets up there. 60 cooking coming in, nice clean number. 65 Hunter, getting up there now. I now have the level to catch magpie implings, but unfortunately the catch is I need the impling jars, so doesn't really mean anything. Kind of irrelevant for me, but still somewhat neat to see regardless. Also sitting at 77 mulch pearls, which is nearly enough to buy the first piece of the angler outfit. There's 4 pieces total, and each of them are 100 each, so 400 total pearls are needed to purchase the full set. So, I mean, it's quite expensive, but at least I'm getting close to being a quarter of the way done. And there's the third ever clue bottle obtained, and it's another hard one. Well, it's a coordinate clue, it's just the wrong one. Karazi jungle, so obviously can't go there. But it's numbers, it's just the wrong sequence of numbers. Bit of a milestone moment here, the first 100 mulch pearls back at this place, which means that I can now purchase my first piece of the angler outfit, so 25% done. It's gonna take a long time to get the full set, and then I don't know if you guys know this, but there's also this fish sack which costs 1,000. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever be getting that. Maybe one day, like if I decide to get 99 Hunter in fishing using this method, then I think I might eventually get to 1,000 extra pearls, but for now, going to go ahead and buy the top. I looked it up on the wiki, and this thing gives a 0.8% bonus to fishing XP. I think the other pieces give like 0.5, 0.2, 0.6 or something, and this is a 0.8, so we'll be buying the top first because it's a little bit more efficient. And there we go. It looks pretty good with the camo legs as well. And that is the first ever elite clue scroll obtained on the account. I'm pretty sure, at least. Let's see if there's any chance. Not quite. Still kind of cool to finally get one of these. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. I just got the golden tench. I didn't even see it. Are you kidding me? How do I pick? Can I just equip it? Wait, what? Oh, I need both hands free. Oh, how do I do that? Wait, unequip this thing. How do I get rid of this bird? Take your bird back, bro. Oh, that's so cool. I don't know if I sell it or not. I think you can sell this thing for 100 mulch pearls, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep it. If I get a duplicate, then I'll definitely go ahead and sell it. But with this one, I'm on the fence. Let me just cut all these fish up, and then I guess I'll leave the island to get rid of the bird and then equip this thing. Oh, I'm so excited. Let's put this thing on. Oh, look at it, man. I don't even know why this thing was added, but I'm glad. That is something else. I don't know if I could ever get better fashionscape than this right here. What does it even give in terms of stats? Probably a negative bonus, -10. Oh, are you kidding me? That is so cool. This thing will look really sick once I get the full angler outfit. Just checked out the wiki, and this thing turns out to be a whopping 1 out of 20,000 drop rate. I thought it was 1 out of 10,000, so that exceeded my expectations. That's pretty darn lucky. Putting it to the test over here at the Hill Giants, and yep, I can confirm this thing is suboptimal when it comes to combat. And not long after getting the golden tench, there is 68 Hunter, which unlocks yet another tier of impling. Oh, it also unlocks model deals, but unfortunately I need 70, I think 3 fishing. Honestly, might have to take a break from aerial fishing and go back to doing some fly fishing to catch up the fishing skill to get 73, but more importantly, I got a little distracted there. That also unlocks bare hand nature implings. Not really sure why the game doesn't tell you that, but yeah, that's nature implings unlocked, so another one checked off the list. This one really doesn't have anything super groundbreaking on its drop table, mostly just a bunch of supplies like seeds, herbs, the occasional cactus spine or something like that, but still rather significant as yet it's another impling that I can now catch and do not have to pass up on. Very nice level coming in right here. This is going to be level 70 fishing, so another level 70 skill. I think that's probably what, the third? Yeah, the third skill to level 70, so that's pretty nice. And as I mentioned before, I think in the near future I'll be leaving the island to take a little break to catch up my fishing skill by doing some fly fishing to get 73, which will unlock a new tier of fish here at the Mulch Island. And not too long after getting that fishing level, there is 70 Hunter as well, so yeah, that completes the goal of the episode. Kind of interesting how both of these skills bounced out, because I started with much lower hunter XP than fishing XP, but the ratio is roughly 4 to 3, so you get a little bit more hunter XP while doing this, so kind of cool how they both evened out right on the dot of level 70. But yeah, that's the goal for the episode, so I'm going to cut things off here. Got myself some fairly big plans on the horizon, so looking forward to getting those done. 5 more hunter levels to go until I can catch magpie implings. It's a lot of experience between now and my goal, but if I take it one level at a time, it shouldn't be too bad. Once again though, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.